So we're gonna go ahead and do the harmonic balancer in blue now that I have a new one, and we're gonna do it in the truck. So I'm gonna remove the fan shroud, and we're gonna take the belt off, and we're gonna take the fan off, strip this thing down until you get right to the pulley, and then I'll start to explain what you have to do to get this balancer out. All right, fan shroud, fan, belt, meet floor. Okay, so you've got 4 15mm bolts that have to come out of the pulley, which I already knocked loose. So you get these out, and that frees up the pulley. So you can then slide the pulley out and get down to your harmonic balancer bolt, which is a 24mm, and that one you have to chain the balancer to something to prevent it from walking off. So I'll get these out, we'll pull the pulley off, and then I'll show down below. All right, so we usually use a choker chain and just wrap it between 2 studs. Use an old harmonic balancer pulley bolt, get down to your harmonic balancer, and you can undo this. They're torqued at almost 200 foot-pounds, so you need something to hold the balancer still. So I'll get this out, pull the old balancer, and do the swap. All right, so as you can see, puller's on. Just turn it by hand for right now. Balancer's coming loose, which is what we want. So this is a legit harmonic balancer puller. As you can see, it has kind of a crow's foot on it down there, which allows you to spread the load. So I'll crank this off, get the balancer off, we'll check the keys, and then we'll go ahead and get the new balancer on. All right, here's our new balancer. Clean. 9293s have a long snout because there's no reluctor for timing. So here's our old balancer. The rubber's pretty dry rotted, worn. It's soft. It's actually being ejected from within the balancer, as you can see kind of here. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of motor oil on this shaft inside and out. I'll set this on there, make sure the key lines up, and then what I'll do is get the balancer pusher and push this thing on. Balancer pusher slash install tool. I made it for 10 bucks because a lot of times you can't get an M16 by 1.5 or the proper thread pitch. So this is the same thread pitch as the crank bolt. So I'll thread him on as deep as I can go. And then all I got to do is turn that nut. And the balancer will install itself. It's like magic. All right, so balancer's pressed on completely thanks to our little install tool. Choker chain is on. And all I got to do is torque the new balancer bolt to 200 foot-pounds, 185 foot-pounds. And then I'll install the new pulley and get this thing put back together and we'll fire it up. Okay, so here's our balancer. He's in our truck. Use the pusher, put him in. Here's the new pulley. All 4 of these are torqued. They're 15mm heads. So, that said, it's all set up, ready to rock and roll. Now I'll get the fan back on, fan shroud, get the belt on, fire it up, we'll hear it run. And I'll try to get a video to show that the new balancer does not have the dance and jiggle that the other one did. All back together. Fan shroud. Fan. That fan. Biggest fan right there. Belt, pulleys, everything's back together. So we're gonna let JoJo continue her interior cleaning. I'll fire it up, check the balancer, and that concludes the balancer install when in a truck. Thanks, guys.